But I know in the book you talk about having a listening heart. It seems so often in our conversations with God, we tend to do most of the talking. Why do you think we have such a hard time listening?
Yeah, I think we all do. 2 ears, one mouth, and we tend to use one more than the other. Classic. Requires an attentiveness. It requires a calmness. It also requires a comfort with self. In other words, when I'm listening, I can't be rambling on. I can't just, be the only one who's communicating to fill in the gaps. I've got to become comfortable with the gaps, which means I've got to be comfortable with myself in the gaps, in that space with God. And so I think a lot of us struggle with that. I think another is that I think we struggle to lay hold of the preciousness of lingering. There is a sense that God is beckoning, He is drawing, He is all ears for us, He engages us in the word. But do we take time at the end of that time with God to linger and to say, God, no, really, if you have something to say, I want to hear it. Just sitting in that and learning to treasure the lingering, because sometimes and often God, there won't be anything. God isn't speaking. No scripture will come to mind. There isn't a repetitive sacred echo of what God is speaking. But in that lingering, there are times when God will just take our breath away. Wonder of His presence and what He wants to speak into that moment.